And there's the famous Cathedral of St. Jude, built in 1432.
Amazing. What a view. But my friend, what is that building over there? Is that a castle?
At the foot of the hill,
Yeah.
that is an insane asylum.
Indeed.
Operated by Professor Maillard, I believe.
Professor Maillard. I know that name. I've read some of his works. Man, I sure would like to see that place.
No, my young friend, you mustn't go. I haven't yet shown you some of the more interesting
What
things.
could be more interesting than seeing this Professor Maillard's system in operation?
System?
Yes, it comes back to me now. A famous treatment for handling the mentally insane. I remember reading the professor's treatment became very widespread. The accepted method for handling the mentally troubled. But the system broke down and the professor disappeared.
Do you suppose he hid out of shame?
No one knows.
But what was his system?
The newspaper called it the soothing system. As I understand, all confinement and negative treatments of the inmates was to be completely avoided. They were even allowed to walk around the house and the grounds in ordinary street clothes without any supervision at all. Amazing! I must speak with Professor Maillard, if that really is his institution.
No. You mustn't.
I can't be talked out of it. I'm going to that asylum. Are you coming?
No. You see, I'll never set foot in an asylum. Of my own free will, of course.
Very well then. I'll go alone.
Yes?
Professor Maillard?
Go away!
Professor, I wish to...
Do you wish to see him?
Yes!
No one may see him.
Look here, I just want to...
Just go away!
How may I help you?
I wish to see Professor Maillard
And for what purpose?
to discuss his famous system.
Are you alone?
Yes?
Please, come in.
You must be Professor Maillard. You see, your door lady wouldn't let me in back there.
Oh, no. She is a foolish fellow. Please accept my deepest apologies. Won't you sit down? Now, what can I do for you, young man?
Well, I've come here to study, to see your famous system in operation. Frankly, I'm a little surprised to find you here. No one's seen or heard from you in several years, and all your colleagues thought, well, you were dead.
You mean they hoped I was dead? And their soothing system? What, have you heard of it?
Nothing firsthand, I'm afraid.
Then you shall hear it directly from me, my young friend, and perhaps you can go out into the world and reveal the true facts.
Is your system still in operation?
Ah! Dear me! I have guests in their house. If you will, excuse me a moment.
Hello!
Ah, yes, good evening.
Oh, don't get up. Do you find it warm?
No, I'm quite comfortable.
You're new here. I mean, have you just arrived?
Yep.
What are you here for?
To see Professor...
Don't get up. I'll sit too.
Are you, one of his guests?
You might say that.
Nice weather we're having.
I recite.
How nice.
I interpret in terms of my own feelings and desires.
Professor Maillard said he could get his back.
He's always so busy. He has so many guests. I never get a chance to talk with him. May I recite for you? You wouldn't mind, would you? I mean, since you're waiting and all.
Sure, go ahead. I'd be delighted.
I stand amidst
Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you found a bit of entertainment, eh? Well, how did you like it?
I found it very interesting.
Thank you. There's a lot more.
Oh my dear, I think the young man has heard enough for the evening.
Very well.
I really did like the recitation.
Shouldn't you be with our other guests? You have to be quite firm with them, otherwise they become quite spoiled.
I can very much imagine.
Certainly. Now, where were we?
The system. Your system. I can presume that, well, she is an example of it?
I am afraid I do not follow.
How do I put this?
No. She's a member of my family. My niece.
I am so sorry. Please forgive me, sir. 1,000 apologies. I know this was like...
You seem a bit shaken. The wine will do you good.
Thank you. Now, about your system.
The system was the essence of simplicity. It avoided all confinement of the patients and allowed them to roam about free of restraint and supervision.
I know that much already. That's why I was rather confused about your niece.
Whoa! You must try these frog legs!
How could you bring yourself to eat those? Isn't that cruel?
Well, they've been cooked, haven't they?
Please try some of my pumpkin pie.
Won't you try some chicken?
No, thank you.
Just a wee little slice.
But what about the oddities and particularities of each of the inmates?
We took great care to contradict none of their fancies. On the contrary, not only did we indulge, but encourage them. For instance, we have had men and women who fancy themselves chickens. The cure was to insist upon the thing as a fact, and to refuse him or her any other diet than which would please a chicken. In these particular cases, a little corn and gravel worked wonders.
And you never confined any of your patients?
Hardly ever.
And is this soothing system still in effect?
Heavens, no!
But I heard that...
My young friend believes nothing you hear, and only half of what you see.
What happened?
We found it absolutely necessary to reject the system altogether.
But why?
It was dangerous. Appallingly so.
What in heaven's name is that?
If you will excuse me a moment.
How are you going to get out? What on earth is a howling?
I've implemented my own new system in its place. I've been leave for a while. Please join my party.
May I speak to some of the patients?
That's not possible. Please enjoy.
Oh, I'm so glad you decided to join our party.
I must apologize for the way I behaved earlier. You see,
You thought I was one of Uncle's patients? Didn't you? If I were, at least I'd see more of him than I do now. He spends more time with them than with his own family. And I guess he's very devoted to his work. What with his new system and all.
And what do you know about this new system?
Nothing at all. But that's such a large talk. Let's talk small.
Nonsense! If the man wishes to speak large, by all means, let him speak large.
Here. It must be rather chilling to have to be here in an asylum.
Heavens!
Oh, no, heavens no. It's a constant source of entertainment.
Better than anything you'll see in the theater. And for instance,
We had a lady here once who fancied herself a teapot. Can you imagine?
Oh, no, I can't.
Of course not. A teapot. And by the way, as a professional, I have observed this manifestation, and I am amazed how often this particular object enters the mind of the insane. Why, there's hardly an asylum in the country that doesn't have its human teapot.
Incredible!
Our lady was no less than a porcelain teapot, and she was careful to polish herself every morning, which is a lot more than I can say about certain other people here, if you know what I mean.
Extraordinary! That's nothing. Let me tell you about...
She would then sing so everyone in the building could hear. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle, here's my spout.
That's nothing. Let me tell you about...
Yes, second verse! If you can remember, if you think my spout is inside out, then you're nothing but a wow.
That's nothing. Let me tell you about a man we had here, not long ago as a matter of fact, that had taken into his head that he was a donkey. If you guys had known him and treated him, you would have thought otherwise. He was a jack.
Oh my! How crude! Please keep your crude remarks to yourself and be on your way. Now I must apologize for this man's obvious lack of couth. What a crude man!
You don't say.
Crude is really.
If you'll excuse me a moment. This certainly isn't unusual, party.
They get such few chances to really relax. Their work with the inmates is so tiring. Do you find it getting warm in here? I don't. But you must hear about the patient who steadfastly maintains herself to be Swiss cheese. And, constantly went about with a knife in her hand, just begging her fellow inmates to just try a small slice from the middle of my leg. The middle of her leg, the middle of her leg.
Oh yes, do tell us.
She was such a snob.
What happened to her?
I couldn't stand her either. Here. Cheese snack.
Oh, she's indeed.
Her and her holier than thou attitude.
What became of her?
She became a nun.
And then, among the other oddities, we had a patient who thought herself as a bottle of champagne and always went off with a pop in a fizz. In a fizz.
How utterly absurd!
Working here does have its musical benefits as well. For instance, we had an imbecile of a fellow here who mistook himself for a frog, which, by the way, he resembled in no little degree. I wish you could have seen him, sir.
Oh yes, a frog. It's true.
A frog. Green and slimy.
Slimy and green.
Frog legs. All of the female patients would keep trying to kiss him, hoping he would turn into a prince, but all they got were warts on their lips.
I could just imagine.
No, you can't. You would have had to have seen him to believe it.
Oh, of course, I was just trying to...
It would have done your heart good, sir, to see the natural airs that he put on. Sir, that man was not a frog. I can only observe that it was a pity he was not. His croak was thus. Run! Run! B flat. And when he put his elbows upon the table, thus and distended his mouth, thus and rolled his eyes and blinked them with excessive rapidity. Thus then, sir, I take it upon myself to say positively that you've been lost in admiration. No, genius. Yes, the pure genius of the man. I have no doubts of it.
Is the man still in the mid here?
Heavens, no.
Heavens, no.
Unfortunately not.
Completely. Cured!
And now?
And now, mayor of his hometown.
And then, with Wilford's snorkel, found himself a Lucky Strike cigarette. And was cruelly distressed because he could not smoke himself.
There was a girl here. Jules Lockhart was her name, who simply went mad at the idea that she was a pumpkin. She persecuted the poor cook up in making her into pies, a thing which the cook indignantly refused to do. For my part, I am by no means sure a pumpkin pie a la carte would not have been good eating indeed.
And then there was the lady who thought she had two heads. I believe she is still a patient here. Is she, doctor?
She certainly is.
Fantastic, isn't it? Two heads.
The ingenuity of the patients is never ending. How do they get their ideas?
And when this soothing system was in effect, these people were allowed to just roam about as if they were normal?
Yes, but that's Professor Maillard's story to tell. Two heads, one of Cicero and the other of Demosthenes, and she would begin to argue with herself all day long, just like this. Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
No, she did not.
Well, how do you know?
Well, I heard him do it.
You mean you heard her do it?
What? You're crazy.
No, I am not crazy.
Yes, you are.
And on and on and on.
Yes, but she was a mad woman. What about Mr. Brothington?
Mr. Brothington? Mr. Brothington?
Mr. Brothington?
Mr. Yeah. Brothington?
Mr. Brothington.
Mr. Brothington?
Monsieur Brothington!
Mr. Brothington? Mr. Brothington?
Yes! Yes! Tell us all of Mr. Brothington! Merci! He imagined himself a chicken! He would jump up onto a table, just like this. And he would...
Please, I get the idea.
Of course, Mr. Brothington was a fool. He had no wings!
Certainly was a strange assortment of patients here.
And there was but one of them, a very beautiful young lady, had good common sense. She was also painfully modest, a person who thought the ordinary way of dressing was indecent, and wished to dress herself, so to speak, by getting outside instead of inside her clothes.
Scandalous.
But so refreshingly clean and pure. And after all, it's something very easily done. See? You
Please?
only have to-
He was a donkey! You don't say!
No trouble at all. A little unbutton here is all she did. Walter Lippmann wasn't brilliant today. See?
Please, I get the point.
Nothing to worry about. It's just them again. Every now and then they set up a owl in a concert, just like dogs in the night.
Like a symphony of madness.
A concerto of lunacy.
Listen, not all!
Ah, but there is no danger of their breaking loose.
No, none at all.
Professor, how many are there?
Not more than 10.
All females?
Every one of them male. How?
Ah. I always thought the majority of the mentally ill were
That's one thing. We had no more than 27 patients here. Of that number, no more were 18 were swim on. But lately, matters have changed much, as you see.
Yes, have changed much, as you see.
Yeah, have changed very much, as you see.
Yes, have changed very much, as you see.
Silence!
Young man,
Yes?
they forgot to take with the most unusual patient of them all. Who could that be? Why, none other than Miss Bullard, of course. I don't recall her. She wore the most frightfully fattening hats. Fattening hats? Instead of the usual assortment of grapes and flowers and fruits, her hats were bedecked with potatoes, squashes, and globs of vanilla pudding.
Poor woman?
Ah, pity the people around her. For her affliction was that she thought she was a whirligig.
Excuse me. A whirligig? Is that a kind of dance?
No, no. Well, sort of. A whirligig. A teetotum. A top. A top. A top what? A top. A top. A top that spins. Oh. Once again. She certainly was the tops.
Well, she certainly livened things up.
Professor, that woman, she is harmless, yeah?
Harmless? What can you mean?
Only slightly touched?
What can you mean? She's a bit eccentric.
And what about the rest?
They are my assistants.
Women too?
We couldn't do without them. Women are the best psychiatric nurses in the world. Their bright eyes have a marvelous soothing effect. Something like the fascination of a snake.
Well, I'll take your word for it, Professor. But, there was something I wanted to ask about your former soothing system. Wasn't it dangerous?
Yes. A very great danger. There is no pattern to the behavior of a madman, and it is now my opinion that it is never safe to permit them to run at large, unattended. A lunatic may be soothed for a time, as I have shown, but is apt to become quite cunning. The dexterity with which he may come to pretend that he is sane is a sin. The 10 inmates we have now are all suffering under mass delusion. Every one of them maintains himself to be sane. And not only sane, but the real doctors and attendants of this very asylum. One of them, a quite clever fellow, insists that he is none other than myself. When a madman appears thoroughly sane, it is high time you put him in a straitjacket.
So when this system was in effect, the danger was great?
Yes, in this very asylum, not very long ago, the patients were allowed at large, and they behaved remarkably well. And sure enough, one fine morning, the doctors, the nurses, the attendants, and myself found ourselves bound hand and foot, thrown into the cells where the lunatics treated us as though we were the inmates.
Oh yes, oh yes!
Oh no, oh no!
They've escaped!
God heavens! What happened? The unthinkable! They've escaped!
Can you do something?
I'll get back to you on that.
Was a donkey!
I thought you said something. Burgundy, champagne, it's all. Stay.
We're locked in!
Then they're locked out.
I don't know if there's in here, out there.
Or out here and in there.
Would you hold my shoes, please?
Big blood! This big blood!
There? Now, here! Come on!
Boy, is it ever getting hot in here!
Can you do something? They'll break down the door soon. They'll tear this place down with us in it if they get in here.
There's nothing we can do.
Nothing we can do.
But the soothing system. What happened when the lunatics took over?
If you must know, I will tell you.
I must know.
Then he will tell you. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him.
The lunatics were in control and having a fine time with their former keepers and attendants safely locked up. In fact, they're in the midst of a grand party when one evening a young man came to the door, was let in, and during his stay, the former keepers escaped and broke into the ballroom. Qualquer Deus, Deus, Deus.